so glad you could join us from the farm, Stanford Stadium in Palo Alto. It's the Louisville Cardinals and the Stanford Cardinals. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, Coach Brome told me before the game, this is a crucial moment in their season. They've got to decide what type of team they are. They're finding ways to lose close games, and they've got to get their first win in conference play. Coach says it's crucial that they get off to a good start here today. He wants focus, communication, and more dominance and physicality at the line of scrimmage. I'll keep you posted on how they look down here from the field level to start the first quarter. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Cardinals offense will have the opening possession of the game. Isaac Brown, and everything in this attack runs through him.
And you got to love this guy's speed. And to me, David, that's the one thing that really separates him from most other running backs in college football. There are so many guys at this level that can make you miss, and they can get in the second level. They can run through tackles, catch the ball, block, all that stuff. This guy, though, has home run breakaway speed. If he gets past your second level, he's out.
And you see defenses take angles on him, and he just outruns them. Like, he's just got that extra gear that's different, that scares you. You can tell people are trying to play so fast to try to catch up. So, number one job for this defense, man, try to make him play in a phone booth, right? Like, don't let him get out in space and get matchups like on a linebacker. Not a good matchup from you. You will lose that one.
And that RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. They'll give it on the counter. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, going to throw it. He's going to fire deep. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the second half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Left side is Skinner. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. The Cardinals are flying down the field. They'll run it out of the gun with Brown. And eventually taken down, but what about that spin move? Gives him the 1st down yardage.
And, David, we know when you're playing on the road how important it is to try and steal momentum early and quiet the crowd. You gash the defense with a run like that to pick up a big 1st down, that'll do it. And that's really a tone setter, I think, for this offense. And you're sending a direct message to the opponent. We are going to be physical, and we're going to try to run this thing down your throat.
Yeah, and they got a chance to respond. And the crowd hopefully can get behind them and get back in it. The defense has got to do a better job. We got to stop the run. They got to tackle, get more hats to the football. This will be a challenge. They're going to run.
Snags it, and he's open. He'll be stopped at the 16-yard line. It's enough for a 1st down in the red zone. Here we go. And the Cardinals come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Hand off for Brown. Swamped immediately.
How about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for a loss.
The lost yardage leaves them with 2nd and 11. This time they'll throw it. Fires downfield. Caught. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Cardinals, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. They'll run with Brown. And he's in. Touchdown, Cardinals!
I think what you love about that opening drive for the offense is the balance. They were able to throw the football to set themselves up into position, and then he carries it in for the TD. You got to be able to keep defenses on their heels, and they did a nice job of that on this opening drive.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Stanford's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
They'll start this one from the 29 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Gonna run it. It's Ford. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, he's got some space. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? The handoff. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Well, this tight end, he's got size and he's got some athleticism, and he's very difficult to cover one-on-one. Defense is going to have their hands full with him today.
The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air.
Blue 22, blue 22, ready, go!
They'll run it. It's Ford. Might have a chance. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave them a little bit of everything on that one.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Looking for a man. It's Warren. And it's incomplete as he was trying to finish the drive with a score.
Well, I love the coverage on defense. In the red zone, everyone's got their eyes on the quarterback, and they're flying to the football, and you saw that there on the incompletion.
And they'll try it again after getting nothing on second down. It's 3rd and goal from the 3.
Wide 53. Wide 53. Watch out. Tight end right. Where did he go?
From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And this one is perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it out. It's Jennings. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Crosses the 30. And they give him enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, and let's see if they can snap it one more time here in the first. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Both teams wanted to run the football. Let's see how these two guys are doing so far. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down.
Ready. 129.
They'll send the tight end in motion. On first down, it's Brown again. They get him out of bounds, couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago coming as a freshman, just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Sells the run, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Reed. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position that can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Caught. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. Ball's at the 25. They're in field goal range, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be 4th down. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. He gets a hand on it, it's blocked. And they got it. Cardinal rolled his way into the end zone. On to attempt the try. And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hughes. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Got the first down. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run to guys, and get him on the ground, for goodness sakes. This guy is fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense and you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
They'll give it to Brown. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
The Cardinals come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And the Cardinals have their offense in high gear. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The corners are walked up tight. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll pull it down and run. Past the 30. Lots of room to run. And how about that run? A huge gain and the slide at the end. They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. In the red area, it's Brown. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
Here's Brown. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
He'll be stopped short. Could not drive his way into the end zone, and now they're faced with 4th and goal. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And don't forget, they've already had a field goal block. Absolutely perfect. And guys, after that field goal, brand new ball game, all tied up.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. And generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give it to him again. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Got 8 on first down, now looking at a 2nd and 2. Straight ahead, it's Ford. He locked up and held on to bring him down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Maybe didn't like that play call on 3rd and 2. Instead, they'll call a timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big 3rd down coming up. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Dropping back, it's Warren. They're all over him. Turns it upfield. Breaks free, and he might be gone. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Drops back on first down. Lets it fly. Can hold on in the face of the contact.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it, and the big tight end couldn't hold on to it.
They'll send the back in motion. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Holds on, it's Hall. Brought down at the 38. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down. Now Stanford is going to call a timeout. That's their 2nd. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Fresh set of downs going up top. Setting up the screen. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Lots of good stuff on that play. You slow down the rush, you get a completion, and you move the chains.
And most importantly, you're right. You don't force a short yardage situation that you have to get. Nice job. Invite that rush up the field. Take advantage of the aggressiveness of the defense. Make the catch, make the run, get the first down.
Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice completion, nice communication there without saying a word.
They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Now the Cardinal decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Stanford comes up with a 1st and goal.
Ready. Flag 14.
Dropping back, it's Warren. Incomplete. What a fight for that one in midair, but neither guy could come down with it.
And this is the part of the field, man, you really got to have a plan because these windows get smaller and you're trying to fit that ball into the end zone. It's difficult to do. Quarterback, receivers, they got to be on the same page.
They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5.
Ready, go!
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his man. He stopped short of the goal line. Couldn't find his way in, and it'll bring up 4th and goal. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, week 9, go time. So let's get down to business with a notable update from the world of college football. Let's start with the USC Trojans in their matchup against the number 2 team, the Ohio State Buckeyes. And it's the Trojans, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. This ball club now stands at 6 wins. They've ensured themselves at the very least of a 500 regular season.
The Cardinals will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Stanford has it back. The Cardinal offense returning to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
I can imagine at half, this defense was like, all right, we've got to stop the running game. He's gotten too many yards. What do they do on the first drive now? They give him the football, and he makes another big gain. This defense has to find some answers. They got to wrap him up. They got to get him on the ground. They can't keep getting gashed.
Stanford gets set to snap it on first down. Looking for room. It's Ford. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. Moving the pocket, it's Warren. Got his man. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air. Got it behind the line. It's Hall. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together. Putting a drive like this together now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
They'll run it. Got enough for the first down. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. On the move, it's Irvin. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Nice first down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run or high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a second down and long situation.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down.
Blue 22, blue 22, ready, go!
On play action. Can hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down.
And both of these defenses, man, they've been so good. They've been physical. They've been great tackling, limiting explosive plays. But it's these type of plays right here, when it's kind of a 50-50, 60-40, where the offense has to make the play, the defense has been consistently winning in this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Warren. Caught! Touchdown, Stanford! They take the lead here in the second half. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. He'll bring it out. It's Hughes. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18. Here comes the offense on second down. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Catch in the middle, it's McCoy. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. First down here for the offense. Hits inside, it's Brown. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Defense in press coverage. Out wide left, it's Hughes. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's third and short. On the run, fires downfield. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. Out wide right, it's McCoy. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes, only a pickup of a couple.
For a wide receiver screen to work, you've got to have better blocking out in front by other receivers, and they're just not physical enough at the point on that last play.
They'll run Isaac Brown to the right. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. Turns it upfield. He'll be stopped short. It'll be fourth down, and let's see what the decision is here. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This is not a straight-on kick, a 42-yarder from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Cardinal offense takes the field ready to attack. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. On that last drive, defense had no idea what was happening, run or pass, and it wound up in the end zone, Jesse.
Yeah, you saw the experience in this offense that last drive, too, on that touchdown. Everybody on the same page. These guys have repped these plays over and over in practice and in games, and it's working, Dave.
Yeah, so I got to find a way to disrupt it. I got to find a way to maybe be more aggressive, maybe blitz, mess up this rhythm they got going.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on 3rd down expecting him to get the ball again.
Trying to squeak through the pile. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. We've reached the break, and it is Stanford holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So 1st down will open up the final period. Using his legs, it's Irvin. He stopped after getting a yard out to the 30.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
The run inside. It's Ford. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
They get him on the ground. The defense knew exactly where they had to stop him, and it's 4th down.
And, man, it's a big decision for this offense. Like, having the lead, does that change your mind? Are you less aggressive, or do you go for the gusto? Do you try to finish this thing off yourself by getting the 1st down, continuing to possess the ball here in the 4th quarter with the lead?
He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. And now, deep in the 4th quarter, a chance to go down the field and take the lead in this ball game. Here's Brown to begin the drive. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Whistle blows to stop the clock as they check on an injured Cardinal on the play. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Howie Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us.
Here we go, ready. Let's go.
Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And a tremendous return will be stopped at the 28-yard line. Stanford's offense heads out, hoping to move the ball on this drive. So the defense sets them up with that interception. Now a couple of 1st downs, maybe even punch in a score, and they'll go home with the W. Looking for room. It's Ford. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through.
He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. So this offense with an opportunity to put this game in a hammerlock if they can score and bleed the clock. Tough run here. It's Ford. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Off the bootleg and rolling out. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep two hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Now on 3rd and goal, and that earlier sack left him with more ground to cover. Left side is Hall. He'll be stopped right there. They threw it short of the goal line, and now they've got some ground to cover on 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And it's good! Big 3 points to stretch the lead.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. Well, they turned the ball over on that last drive, ended up giving up a field goal, and now they could really use a touchdown this time around. They'll start on the ground with Brown. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Snagged in the middle. It's Richardson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Facing a 3rd down and short from the 26. Finds his man on the RPO. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this 1st down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Going for the big play. Upstairs, he's got it. There he goes. Touchdown, Cardinals. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Extra point here will tie the game.
It's so challenging to stop the middle of the field passes deep down. You stretch me in these zones. I got to run with you in man. It's always a good idea to run those deep posts, and you could tell they saw it all the way. Receiver, quarterback on same page, gets the big touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. The Stanford offense making its way back onto the field. Extra blockers on the field. Offense goes full house. Looking for space. It's Ford. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Here we go. Ready. Over. Go.
Right back to it. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Stanford going back to work with another first down. Looking downfield, it's Warren. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the film room. The D-line was upfield. It looked like that one might be a big gainer on the running back screen, but did you see how fast the safety came screaming down? He saw that thing coming from a mile away, and he's able to make a big-time stop.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Stanford to the line, trying to convert on 3rd and inches. Right at the line. There he goes. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. You just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time, maximize their plays to try to get some points on the board.
Looking for space. It's Ford. Louisville calls its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Burrowing for yardage. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. The Cardinals will now use their final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Stanford at the line on first down. Let's see if they lean on that offensive line. From the gun, it's Ford. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces a 3rd down.
Decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Complete downfield. He is wrestled down at the 17-yard line. They've got a first down in the red zone. The offense will use a timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. The Cardinal at the line with the first down. Let's see if they go back to the air.
Ready. Hey, move.
Run in the red zone. It's 4. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Timeout is called with just a single second left. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. It's good! A huge field goal, and they've taken the lead in the waning seconds. That's the entire scenario you build up in your head in the backyard. Final drive, everything on the line, and you get the W.
So dang cool. How many times did you do it in your backyard just like that, like you're talking about, Reese, making the play to win the game on the final drive when your team needed it the most, Jesse, just coming through in the clutch.
Yeah, as players, you love this, and that's why you rep it in practice throughout the week, these 2-minute type situations.